Welcome to a beautiful snow day, and certainly I hope that this is a fun, peaceful, gorgeous snow day for you. We're certainly having a great time with it here across Linden and Perry County, where I am this morning. Take a look at this view behind me. This is all of downtown Linden in the distance. You can barely see the square, some of the rooftops of some of the buildings on the square in Linden. But wow, talk about peace in the valley. This is a beautiful, peaceful scene as snow continues to fall. We're several hours into this. We had snowfall that started about 4 o'clock this morning, really picked up 4:30, 5 o'clock for our area. It's been falling steadily ever since. We had about a 3.5 inch measurement unofficially on my back porch a second ago. And we've been watching snow totals accumulate across the area. We're going to have some more on those snow totals in just a second. But let's give you a tour of some of our cameras. We're going to have lots of live cameras to show you here this hour, as well as some reports across the areas. We have an extensive network of live high definition cameras, and this is a brand new view debuting today. This is from Hickman County, from one of our Centerville broadcasting towers. And boy, oh boy, is that a pretty sight, everybody. Those rolling hills of Hickman County looking back to the west. And this is the scene that just take that in. And what a beautiful sight. We'll probably take you next to Perry County as well as we continue to overlook downtown Linden and see some of the streets there as well. There's a high atop the square looking over the courthouse and Main Street. Not a lot of cars moving out there, and that's what we want to see, although the main highway there, 412, looks pretty passable. Has some folks going around the square there right now. So that's the main highway. Looks like it has been treated, that the city's paying attention to that. So is the county. So they're doing their best to keep the main major thoroughfares open. It's the side streets that get a little tricky. I'm going to bring in our colleague Drew here. And Drew, Richards, our storm specialist, you have some more cameras to kind of show us. And where are we going to go to next?
For sure, Will. I think we'll go quick stop down in Clifton, Tennessee, real quick. We'll check in on the beautiful Tennessee River down there in Clifton. And again, snow is let up. Notice there in the Clifton area, we're starting to see that transition that we've talked about from snow to heavy snow, and then once the heavy snow kicks in, it's transitioning to a mixture of rain and sleet kind of as everything's winding down today. I think, if we go north of 412, I think everybody up there probably stays all snow. But if you're south of 412, I do expect that push of a little bit warmer air, not at the ground, but up in the sky where the snowflakes are being produced, of course. A little bit warmer air, so we're seeing that sleet start to mix in. And then I also wanted to show a good shout out to our good friend over in Decatur County. We've got the Decaturville camera. This is courtesy Decatur County EMA. Andrew Sparks over there. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you all are doing good in the snowfall. Just a beautiful image there again in downtown Decaturville. Yeah. And we've got one more up in the Parsons area that's also Andrew's camera. So again, notice the roadway. Snow still coming down pretty hard there. We've got traffic moving pretty nicely. The road crews are doing a really good job at trying to keep up with the snowfall. And, Will, a lot of it has been snow and is not that ice that we had last year when we just sleetcrete, as we called it last year. We got 2 or 3 inches of sleet on top of some of the snow, and that really made it almost impossible to break up that thick ice on some of the roadways. So again, since we're all snow so far, the road crews have done a tremendous job keeping up with the snowfall so far here in southern and all across Tennessee for that matter.
And Drew, just like we've done for years, we enjoy bringing you team coverage of major weather events like this, not only with our expansive and leading network of cameras, but also our friends and correspondents across the area. We like checking in with folks from time to time. Let's start with WOPC's Jay Henson, who gives us a report on how he's spending the snow day and how conditions look in his neck of the woods. Jay, take it away.
Hey everybody, Jay Henson here. The Jaybird Report, as some people like to call it, since used to have Snowbird. I'm Jaybird, so But anyway, here on Spring Circle, down here in southern Perry County, and it's coming down really good right now. As I think we've added on since I've been here. I've only been here about 30 minutes. I'd say another inch has already fell, and it's a nice wet snow, good enough to build some snowmen and all that. What we're going to do today is hopefully in a little bit, I'll be taking some of the kids. We'll be going over to my house, going on the Ranger, and trying to get around and maybe even sled a little bit. Road's a little icy, but other than that, everything's good. And hope everybody has a great day. And Will, back to you, my friend.
Enough of this view that we have here overlooking the Linden Valley. And as you peek out the window today, I hope that that your heart is full as you see this. This is one of the big few snow events we get here. My dogs are standing right next to me, just tumbling over each other in the snow, having a great time. By the way, as you enjoy this day and you have pictures and videos, we would love to see them. Please tag us or send it to us here on Severe View, Tennessee River Valley News. Wherever you're watching us right now, we welcome your pictures and videos and road reports. And speaking of road reports, I can tell you that all the back roads are covered over. We haven't seen hardly any cars travel down the back roads here in my portion of the county along Short Creek, and that's a good thing because we have a lot of hills that can get you stuck. So we're going to keep an eye on the road report, hopefully clearing conditions again when we talk on Sunday, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, we would take a trip down to Wayne County. We have Bert Stagg standing by with Tennessee River Valley News, and he gives us the look of the day from Wayne County. Bert?
Good morning, Will, and all the crew back there at the station. It's a wonderland in Wayne County. And in just a moment, I'll camera around. This is one of my favorite places to use in Wayne County because just to my right is the school. We've got city roads that are pretty clear. And then you just go slightly up a hill and you'll have a condition that's not really safe for travel. And people sometimes wonder why school is out from time to time. Not today, but on other weather event days. But this here is a very good example. We have a clear road here, and literally just off to my left is a road that goes up a hill and is shaded. So it takes it a while to clear. Let me kind of show you my view. This is absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorite places in Wayne County to shoot a video. And what I was telling you about, see, there's a ATV coming across. That's the Green River Bridge area. The school sits just to the right of that ATV, but he's going to go up a hill. And as this thing starts to melt and refreeze and starts into a refreeze, that area across that bridge will be completely clear. City of Waynesboro does a great job on that. But just off to here, it will be a sheet of ice as this thing starts to melt and refreeze because of those trees. So I just wanted to share my view with you guys and let you see what I get to look at on a daily basis. This is some old farm equipment. It's hard to say in the snow. But I'm going to send you a little video. My grandson Wilder has a puppy. And so they got to play in the snow together for the first time. So yes, get out and enjoy this snow. It is beautiful. It's fun to play in, but be safe.
Bert, I concur. Get out and enjoy it if you can and if you're able, because this is the type of snowfall where pictures are incredible. You can make some memories out there making a snowman. We have some folks around some of the areas having a snowman contest today, so watch out for that. You can even win cash, I think, on some of those. But that's right. This is just a scenic, beautiful day and a snowstorm that, fortunately for us, won't last forever. So, Drew, let's talk about timing here, when this is going to start to wrap up. When we're going to see some changes and maybe even some melting by Sunday. How does it look?
There we go. For sure, Will. Yeah, definitely sunshine comes back on Sunday. So I think, again, warming up into the 40s on Sunday. We'll see a little bit of melting on the roadways as early as tomorrow, because even though it's going to be cloudy and temperatures will be cold, we get just enough solar radiation through the clouds that will help that melting process to continue on the main highways. And then again, I think we have a lot of improvement by Sunday. I think a lot of the back roads may stay slushy through Sunday afternoon, but again, I think Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening into Monday, should be a lot better. But we talked about this early on a live update, refreezing at night. So, right now, the main roads are being scraped and plowed very well. But, as we get into later tonight, we're going to drop into the 20s. So, honestly, Will, I think we may have more icy issues tomorrow morning with some of that black ice and some of that refreezing than we have right now with the snow and the slush on the road. You can get a decent amount of traction on the slush and on the snow, but then when that refreezes into solid ice, may have some issues tomorrow morning as well. So be careful if you have to get out early in the morning. As we get the sun up, I think some of that starts to melt again during the day tomorrow.
Absolutely. Any maps that you want to check in on in terms of snow totals, predictions, how things are going, or maybe even a live look at radar, because you were mentioning some clearing is starting to happen, especially down south.
For sure, yeah, there's our live radar looking at the entire state of Tennessee, and all those blue boxes again, we talked about those earlier. Those are snow total reports. So you can see them popping up and disappearing. Those stay on the map for about an hour. And so far, widespread 3 to 6 inch snowfall totals coming in across middle and west Tennessee. East Tennessee, we're starting to see 2 to 3 inches around the Chattanooga area, 2 inches there just southwest of Knoxville, Tennessee as well. And the biggest amounts back near the Memphis area, right around 7 inches of snow in metro Memphis at the last check. So again, here locally, Decatur County, just west of Decaturville in between Parsons, I saw a report right there of around 3 inches in northern Decatur County, 2.5 earlier in Decaturville, and then right in the Lexington area, we got a report of 5.5 inches of snow. And then down in Wayne County, we've had a couple 4 or 5, and possibly even a 5.5 inch report there in southern Perry County just earlier. You see one popping up there on the map as well now. Western parts of Hickman County, 4-inch snow reported. So again, Will, a good heavy snow. You know, for us, anything really over 3 inches is a big snow here in Tennessee. So a lot of us have already seen that, and a lot of us may try to double that as we get later into the day today before the snow tapers off.
I can't help, Drew, but to look at this view and look at all the photos that we're getting in and smile. It is so much fun. I'm glad that a lot of folks are heeding the advice to stay off the roadways and just enjoy this because it's going to be all right. We've been checking in also on power outages. It's not an issue really today at all because we're not dealing with a lot of ice right now on trees and power lines. So power is staying on, folks are staying warm, and we have a lot to take in and enjoy today. Drew, if we can, before we leave, let's go and click through a few more of these wonderful camera views because we love to be able to show you this in real time from these spectacular high-definition cameras. Decaturville, boy, you're looking good. That's Parsons, actually, I think. That's our Parsons camera.
Yes.
Looking good there as you look down a beautiful downtown Parsons. Decaturville, there you are. And what a picturesque courthouse square. We love everything that Decaturville, by the way, has been doing with their downtown, with all their activities. We just love keeping up with all that throughout the year. And as we take a look around our area, we have a whole batch of these cameras to show you and to be able to bring you. This is one from Clifton, once again, with the Tennessee River as the backdrop behind those houses there. A little bit more of a tapering off, as Drew was just mentioning earlier with that particular camera. They have a little dry patch over them right now. And we wind up here, we end with this shot in Hickman County, a beautiful snowscape high over the I should say mountains. How about the hills and valleys of Hickman County? Not quite mountain country yet. We'll get you some of those as well. We appreciate you hanging out with us, folks. Thank you so much for streaming along. Share your reports with us throughout the day. We're going to be here with you. We're not going anywhere. This is what we do. We're also on your local radio stations as well. If you're one of those. See you again soon.